into the sauna part two. Garrett, sweetheart. So, you want to share something? What's going on now, 1 month before Christmas?
Well, I'm still a 4 out of 10, and usually near to Christmas, I dropped down to three, down to two, and I hate it.
Good.
Just going back to what we were talking about a few years ago, I lifted off my blankets in the bed, and I looked and I saw my left foot, and I said, "That's not my foot." It was complete foreign, if you like, nothing to do with me. And after a couple of minutes, it came back to normal then. And I remember I've heard Tim Chris said the same thing. I believe he looked at his arm, his hand, and it was. He said it is nothing to do with me. It's not mine. And I think Alexa said the same thing. So what's that got to do with anything? I don't know. But
I
yeah.
also had the experience, sweetheart. It's just an experience.
Oh,
Nothing special, sorry. Sorry to
it was a bit of a shock.
Yeah, yeah.
One foot was okay, and he just noticed the other one, and it just wasn't right, and so
What the fuck is this?
yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Tim said the same thing, and also Alexa said the same thing, mainly about hands and feet.
Yeah.
Must be why I was never a very good dancer, perhaps, but yeah.
Oh. But yeah, okay, cool. So in a way it's not like dropping down to zero, but staying on the
Oh,
fourth level.
yes, yeah. When Boxing Day comes, the 26th of December, then I can relax then a little bit. Yeah,
What
and
a
look
beautiful story, Garrett.
look forward to the spring coming as well. Yeah, I don't like the cold weather, and
Really? I was like sharing with Zemo that I'm really totally enjoying now, like an idiot. Here it's getting gray and dark and also rainy, cold, like this November gray weather when it's not, of course, beautifully booming. It's quite warm, to be honest, compared to last year. Nevertheless, there is a total joy. I'm just, oh my gosh, really like it's beautiful. Just amazing. Like I remember how Tony was expressing when the autumn comes, like the season change with a melancholy. And there was no thing at all. I'm just stunned by the beauty of the forest, the colors, and oh my gosh, I'm like stunned. Yeah. But it's not in a way affecting here. I don't feel like such a thing like maybe it was before, I guess. I don't know.
do sometimes I use I put a light, a bright light. I forget what you call it, for the winter time. One of these bright lights to click, and I forget what they call it now.
I put on the red light, sweetheart, where my nose is too blocked.
Oh no, this is a white line, white light. It's very
Okay,
big.
okay.
They
Do you
call
know
it
what it is?
a sad lamp.
Yes,
Yes.
SAD.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've got it in the attic at the moment, so it's time for bring it down from
So,
the attic.
so in a way, it has like the purposes to change your mood.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Sun.
Ah, okay, okay. Ah, so, okay, okay.
it's like you're under the sun.
Ah, yeah. Why not?
If you have a glass of Coca-Cola, also you think you're on the beach. Turn the tap on in the bathroom. You're on
So, so
the
Garrett is best, beautifully prepared for the horror dark Christmas time. I mean, look how beautiful like the people. I mean, it's crazy, like in the city here, close to where I am. It's also like the shopping mall. And I haven't been there, but I imagine if I go there, it's booming, like lights all over, Christmas tree and bowls and decoration and like I don't know. It's amazing. It's amazing. Yeah. Celebrating Christmas, whatever this means. Because now the days get darker, of course. It's like already at 4:30 it's dark p.m. and there is of course an apparent maybe change of the mood, going out and it's dark, coming home it's dark. Um yeah, that's it.
Mhm.
Up in the north of Finland, in Lapland, for about 1 month, it's dark all the time.
All the
All the time.
time, all the time.
All the time.
Wow.
Siempre. Durante un mes, casi un mes.
Wow.
Come to
Un poco
Spain.
fuerte, ¿no? Un poco fuerte.
So in a way it's the whole time dark.
Yeah, yeah, in the north. Yeah, yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I remember Zanderlindchen also shirt.
And I mean, I don't know, some people like it. Yeah, I mean, I don't mind, to go up there for a holiday and it's dark all the time, but to have that, for a month, yeah. I don't know, it could be it's interesting experiment. Yeah.
No, I,
Is that
I
magical?
I've heard like those scientific, like in areas where there is no sunlight, the rate of suicide goes up.
It
So
does.
because in
It
a way
does.
the so-called human being also in a way needs sunlight.
Yeah, yeah,
And there is something definitely with this. I can imagine this. Yeah, definitely.
yeah. And yeah, I'm just kind of for me, this winter is an experiment. This is now my fifth winter in Finland because I used to live in Spain. So this is my
What a
fifth
change.
winter. So yeah, so it's kind of I'm kind of I want to see if I'm gonna try and just I don't know, just enjoy the darkness instead of
Beautiful.
Yeah,
reacting. Instead of
yeah,
reacting,
yes,
enjoy it.
yes, yes.
Beautiful.
Yeah,
Beautiful.
yes. Try to take advantage, no, of this
Yeah, yeah,
a whole month without any sun, maybe interesting, no? Yes,
yeah,
yes,
yeah.
yes.
It's yeah, it's like being on a the yogis they go on dark retreats. It's be like being on a dark retreat for a
Yeah,
month. Yeah,
in a cave, no,
in
dark.
a
All,
cave. In a cave. Yeah, yeah. Of course, you become people go inside during this time of year. Here in Scandinavia, people tend to go inside, and they don't, the social life kind of really diminishes. There's not much social life except Christmas time and New Year's, but otherwise, people really, they really withdraw,
hmm.
withdraw. And then they start coming out, in the springtime. So they come out of their caves, in the
Beautiful.
springtime. Yeah.
You know what I feel like is the more natural things go, like with the trees, with the nature, the flowers, like also now with the climate change, so to say. Also the nature is going to change and the animals, like the habits, the way of blossoming and closing, it happens so naturally, you see? The more in a way we intervene with, of course, freedom at play, innocence at play, with our imaginations of how life should be booming, beautiful, light, no matter if there is darkness outside, winter. This must be, but the more simple it is, the more easy it goes. You know what I mean? Like
Yep.
those opposites are, it's not like colliding in each other, it just, you know what I mean? The natural thing, like outside it's dark, okay. Or I will go earlier to bed maybe, you know, like very naturally so. In the summertime, long days, okay, maybe I will stay longer. There is maybe more energy because I received more sun, blah 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 blah. And it's already felt, so to say. The
Hmm.
body reacts naturally to this.
Yes.
So I can sense when I'm like overdoing stuff. Not me, but like when this happens,
Hmm.
it gets more heavy, and if you just yeah, blah blah blah.
Blah blah blah. But this kind of duality that doesn't exist, and it's fun, to experiment about what's happening. And thinking about Finland, Kai, let's see darkness and uh, being within instead of without, no, without relationships. And then suddenly the inner life is plenty of everything, plenty of people, even plenty of relationships, no? The same, absolutely the same, happens the same. Ooh, interacting in a, let's say, imagination, or not words, but at the end, or in the end, it's not different. Inner and outer is not different at all.
No, no,
So clear.
no.
Yeah.
In fact, although everybody here, of course, looks forward to spring and summer because it's a very long winter and the dark season is 3 months of darkness. Well, not total darkness, but I mean, it's dark until 10 in the morning and gets dark at 3 in the afternoon here in December. But then again, in the summer, because summer is so short, people get stressed out because they feel they have to do so much and see everybody during the summertime because there's so little time. So they get stressed out in the summertime, and actually they don't enjoy it. They don't enjoy it because they're stressed out because it's such a short summer. But then actually the winter time is actually the time when one can just relax. There's no stress. It's a long winter. You relax, enjoy. Yeah.
Garrett, so be happy that you are there where you are.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it was 18 degrees centigrade in the last couple of days.
Wow.
It's quite warm, isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah,
Gonna fall back this week to about 12, I think, again.
yeah. Yeah, it's different, yeah. But that's it. When
Yeah.
you're not able to compare with last year whatsoever, or your idea of winter, well, that's it. A soft, warm winter. But things may change. Maybe the winter is going to kick in full on,
It's
freezing
so
up my
it's
butt.
it's so funny because when I was living in Spain, I had visitors all the time, like so many friends and acquaintances would visit me, because I was living in this nice climate, always sunny and et cetera, et cetera. And now that I'm living here, nobody visits, but it's fine. It's perfect. It's perfect too. Yeah.
Hi, sweetheart. When I get the chance, in a way, the situation. When I can travel again, I will
Yeah.
come over, believe me, in the winter
Yeah.
time.
In the wind, exactly, when it's nice and dark. Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
We will enjoy the show.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
So here's obviously no preference, Go
Yeah.
and see beautiful places or
Yeah.
no, zero, zero. It's just so simple, It's very,
But
very
that's the
simple.
advantage of living so far from civilization is that nobody can be bothered to come here.
Yeah.
Yeah, so lots of solitude.
Chris, sweetheart, this idea is just popping up. You once shared with me that your son, in a way, was a little bit sharing about non-duality. He saw some stuff.
Yeah,
Yeah, tell me. Tell
yeah.
us.
Well, I guess he just has been seeing some of my posts on Facebook, and he just got curious one day, and I think his mother has kind of been exposed to it too, and they seem to think it's me being part of a cult or something.
The
Um,
non-duality cult.
yeah, I mean, innocently so, but yeah. So I mean, he kind of got that impression that maybe his father wasn't part of a cult, and I think he kind of reached out more in concern and curiosity, and so yeah, I mean, we kind of had a chat about it. I just kind of wanted to explain to him kind of about why there felt the need here to express this, and yeah, I mean, he said, yeah, I understand about 90% of that. Like, yeah, that makes sense. Like, I was like,
Uh,
okay, I don't think you're so crazy anymore."
but wait, but sweetheart, in a way, it's very So in a way, the concept of non-duality is very simple.
Yeah, yeah,
It's very
yeah.
simple. So of course,
Not so
it's easy
simple
to
for sure. Yeah.
understand. It's easy to understand.
Right. Yeah. 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 Especially for a child. Yeah.
But now coming to the energetic part, it's not about understanding the concept of
Right. Yeah.
non-duality.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
non-duality is, yeah, you can say it's
Yeah.
another blah blah whatever. It's just another concept, of course. It means not
Right.
for to me, non-duality means nothing. And that's why in a way it's a joke, even to speak about, not to no separation, the immediacy of what is, not knowing,
Yeah.
I mean, blah.
Yeah.
Wendy, coming back to you, girl. Nonsense already. Boom.
Yeah.
Uh, yeah.
So,
Just
yeah.
yeah. This
I think he's
child,
a
yeah.
little less concerned now, I think. At least.
And now it's all good.
Oh yeah, yeah. He even said he wanted to do like a YouTube video, or he encouraged me to do more YouTube videos.
Chris, here's an impulse coming. Let's do a triple with your son, if he likes.
Oh,
Huh?
that'd be interesting.
Come on, come on. I would love to do. How old is he?
He's 12.
12.
But
Beautiful. If
he's very mature for a 12-year-old, very very intelligent.
ask him if he wants to do a triple like with you and me, just for fun. I don't know if
Okay.
he wants to go deeper and dive into the concept. Let's see. I'm curious. Which recording? Tell him which recording.
Uh, that could be fun. Yeah, I have him next weekend, so maybe we could
Okay,
do something.
cool. Yeah, let me know, sweetheart. But not Sunday evening. I'm blocked. Oh, nice. Yeah, what a beauty. What a beauty. I mean, come on. Non-duality, the concept of non-duality. There is no you already. Nothing is happening. Boom. Come on. What a bullshit. And I love it. I mean, it's ringing the bell or it's not ringing the bell.
Yeah.
There is no finger pointing to the moon. You mentioned that recently.
The finger pointing to the moon.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
The pointers. Well,
Do you hear the bells? No.
No.
you're
Here there's a church, and now must be nine
almost eight.
o'clock,
Yeah.
and the bell is
Eight. Yeah. Okay. Beautiful, isn't it?
yes, yes, beautiful, beautiful.
Here, I remember, it's always like when you say something, here's directly something. I remember how I was practicing awareness, when I was so confused with life, very complicated. Oh my gosh, full on confusion. And the thing which calmed within which my therapy was not a therapist I was going to. I actually bought the book of Thich Nhat Hanh, gave it to her and said, "Here, read this. This is beautiful." She was kind of cracking up with me there. And I was young and I was just like reading the beautiful, simple words of Thai. And one poem was like the bell of mindfulness. Like in a way, it's a practice for people living in Europe when always when you hear a bell, like a church bell or whatever kind of bell, or you put an alarm, or just just remind yourself that this is it already. Just
Yes,
this. Just
yes,
this is of course a teaching, a beautiful Buddhism teacher. Coming back to what is, you know, because in a way I was always not here. I was always like in the future or in the past with the thoughts in it. This was unbearable, so to say. That this was the joke. And resonating innocently so with this awareness, wisdom, Buddhism, whatever this was. Uh, it was just like, oh yeah, life is so simple. Thank you, you know. But then it switched into trying the whole time to like take Eckhart Tolle, being in the now. It's like, oh my gosh, oh, I'm not in the now. Fuck. I'm again in the future. Oh fuck, I missed the now. You know, and then it becomes yeah, you know, no matter how you flip the coin. And let's put it like this. As long as this is for me and my life, it's always going to be like this roller coaster, you know, from one to the other. Yeah, what a beauty. What a beauty. Like Garrett in a way. As long as there is the need to climb up the ladder from 4 to 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, you know? There is like this effortless effort to change what already is. If there is even no idea what the level 4 means, come on. Who cares about 0 or 10 then, you know?
Yes.
Beautiful.
Yeah. Yeah.
Blah, blah, blah.
I really loved those mindfulness bells when I was spent a week at Plum Village, you know, back in the day when Thai was still around in its physical. Yeah, it was yeah, and it's just magical. We got up really early in the morning when it was still dark and went in quietude to the temple to meditate, and yeah, yeah, beautiful, just beautiful. And yeah, I mean, for me, we were doing the walking meditation and Ty was just right in front of me, you know, like 1 meter in front of me. My goodness, I can't believe it. Yeah.
Beautiful. Yeah, kind of amazing. Like in a way, this was a connecting dot here. Like we are still in a way in touch. It's amazing. And there was a total laugh. It was like my total therapy, so to say. And I remember how I was living in Cologne at this time, and I was never going to. There was even like a spot and where this was about him, his teachings. And I never it seldom to have this. And it was exactly where I lived. But because I was raised up, my parents were completely like, you know, and I grew up very sporty. They were afraid that I'm going to end up in in a what is a cult or something like this. So I said, okay, I don't want to cause my parents trouble, you know. I'm just going to do it by myself, whatever, like just easy books or whatever. And then he was coming to Cologne.
Who's,
Sweetheart, Tony?
no, you are freezing in my
Yeah.
screen.
Yeah, you
Ah,
froze.
okay. So the connection is bad. Well, that's it.
Yeah.
And okay, but just remembering how he came to Cologne. And I went there. It's like a concert. It was like a concert. It was a bit cold, but it was not winter. So everyone was outside and they put tables with food. And he was like, a lot of people came. Oh my gosh, this guy is famous, I thought. And then it was like a walking meditation, like, I mean, 200, 300 people, you know? And I just was there. Okay, have a walk. Just saw a little bit, you know. It was interesting for me because I have not had this experience, but I felt at home. Yeah. Like I was not the only one who was so crazy, you know, enjoying walking meditation.
You make me remember when I was involved in traditions and in meditation, because now sometimes we make fun about meditation, but it's beautiful. I remember walking, meditating. I choose different traditions, but I like the Jewish tradition, the Kabbalah and the tree of life, no? The Sephirot. I don't know if you know the Sephirot.
What
And the
is
next
this, Tony? What is this?
Kabbalah. Kabbalah is the Jewish tradition, esotericism, and is like a path, no? And the different Sephirot, there are some identity with the chakras, the Hinduism, and naming and saying the different names of the different Sephirot, Keter, Chokmah, Binah, and imagining the letters, the Hebrew letters, like tongues of fire, no, and get there, walking around the woods, and being the tree that links heaven and earth, and being this tree was so amazing, so amazing.
Wow.
I have, I had forgotten, but now remembering this period when I was like a seeker still, but enjoying the path, no, enjoying this tree of light, and being one with everything, no, this tree, no, with
Beautiful.
the feet, the ground, and the head on the
Beautiful.
sky, and the birds and the sound and the water. Wow.
Tony, beautiful, and here, like enjoying to being one, like this feeling of like Kai. I had this feeling with Tai the first time. He just, it's a teaching, of course, but it was about the interbeing, interconnectedness, interbeingness. And when I heard this in this way, like I was like, yeah, 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 yeah. This is like is I always knew it, but without being able to say something about it. It's the same like the radical non-dual. When I heard the first time there is no you already, I was like, yeah, yeah, totally, totally, you know? It was
Yeah,
just like so, and this is in a way you hear it and it okay. Ah, okay, you know? And there is not like me agreeing with this concept. No, no, I'm too late. It's just like boom. Or when I was in a way still trying to control the show, to to manage my life, and then hearing no there is like the shit is it already. I was like okay, okay, directly, you know, a total agreement without effortlessly, so just hearing this and that's it, you know.
that's
If I go and say to someone, you know, who is struggling and suffering, and I say, well, perfection, that's it already, sweetheart, he is going to say cuckoo, cuckoo, you know. So, so, and for me it was, thank you very much. That's it, boo. So it's heard as it's heard. No one is hearing this. It's just like a melody.
yes. And when it's realized for nobody, then just it's just this. There's nothing else. Nothing is lacking. There's no path. But then suddenly, wow, what a beauty, the path. No, what a beauty this story of a way of being closer and closer and closer, and this idea of hierarchy is so beautiful, no, so crazy at the same time, and this longing, the yearning for, and being this yearning for is full, is complete, is this, no? Then what else? What else? Not improvement is not needed any improvement.
Or the illusion that it's going somewhere. Maybe you can relate with this. Like when I started to listen to this radical non-duality, oh yeah, you know, it was going somewhere. It like not being able to hear the speaker say, well, this is just blah blah bullshit, nonsense. I don't know anything. It's just like speaking, you know, and the question is the answer already or whatsoever. But just like, okay, applying non-duality, you know? Like
Yes, yes.
in your deepest despair, just applying non-duality, there is no me already. There is just the shit happening, but not for me. You see, it's just like innocence at play. Automatically, it's hurt as it's hurt, and this is perfection. There is nothing wrong with applied non-duality whatsoever, whatsoever. As I said, zero fucks given about non-duality here.
Yeah.
But
Yes, and the first time that you hear this open secret message, uh, some days I remember, oh, another time, enjoying and being one with the message. But at the same time thinking, well, maybe I have to listen again, because sometimes there's something that I maybe is not understood completely.
yeah.
But it's understood at the first time first, but then
Oh,
oh,
Tony, I love it. I remember
come
how I
on,
was like,
what a
totally,
what a fun.
Um,
totally. Chris, what's coming up there?
yeah, I just can relate, I guess. Yeah. The other day, like there was this. It was noticed like there's always there's a lot of like focus on the body right now. It seems like all these things coming up and just these feelings and emotions that arise, and it was just sort of obvious how it was like a story of a past that was arising. I mean, it was just very, I guess, energetic in a way, but yeah, but I mean, but then there was just no relation seen to it, um, and it was just kind of released. Like there was just, and then the body was just released of this tension or energetic notice, thing that seemed to be very real and attached to this thing called the past, or something that was believed to have happened, um, when it was just a story playing out, really. But
Yeah, yeah, beautiful. I remember how I don't know what it was, but I was crying a lot. And this was so relieving. Oh my gosh. Just a body,
yeah,
full on bodying, like crying a lot. And this was like, oh wow, such a
I
joy.
I miss crying sometimes. Like, yeah, this body doesn't really cry much anymore. It's
Okay.
been a while. Yeah,
Here it's in a way not worth mentioning, whether it's crying or not, whatever. Or like loving to watch comedy and also music. And when I'm watching the music and the characters full on like competing, also like this voice thing. Maybe you know it, the voice of the countries there. Oh, and I'm just totally melting. There is already no Rosa watching it, just being the singer, staying there and singing like an idiot and crying, and oh, I just love it. That it's so touching.
yeah,
Yeah, life is very touching. Very, very, very.
yeah. Definitely. Like in movies or something, there might be something that's touching that makes me cry.
Totally.
But that's kind of how I've always been, though. I was a very much a crier from a very young age, very sensitive
Yeah.
child. Yeah,
I'm also built closely to the water. It's a saying here. Nah am Wasser gebaut, to be built close to the water. So it's just like, yeah, klar. I mean, it's so natural. If something in a way touches you, like it happens so quickly, your belief, ideas, and then crying, or whatever story, just crying or smiling, more emotional. There are people who are simply not so emotional. They're like more, cooler. They're simply cooler and
yeah,
yeah, very natural. Yeah.
I remember this first time listening the message, during the first 2 or 3 months, that was absolutely in. And if happiness is something, because I don't know if I am happy, I'm not, that doesn't matter at all. But if happiness is something, I remember these days listening all the time and being laughing and almost crying at the same time, because of the surprise of this message so well explained, with these words so well chosen, with this clarity, this energy, and this radicality, that was for me happiness. Absolutely.
Oh yeah, yeah, I agree. I mean, there was a lot of crying in the past 2 years. A super amount of crying, cry and laughter too. Yes, at the same time. Like, um, yeah, beautiful.
Yeah, life full on, I would say. Not not anymore being able to protect myself, I can say. Being totally exposed to all the
Mm,
feelings, beliefs, no matter what this body is conditioned. Completely, like really completely vulnerable. And it's so beautiful, it's so amazing. It's so raw, direct, perfect.
yeah,
And then hearing so-called other people speaking about this, sharing like the same thing, and you're like, wow, amazing.
yeah.
And this happiness, if you call it happiness, or actually sadness, whatever, like it goes nowhere. This goes nowhere. This is actually the total loss, we can say. If there was the idea that I'm going to gain something, that I will reach the freedom, that I will find the freedom, or that I will find what I was looking for. It's exactly the opposite. Just actually seeing that there was not never, timelessly never missing anything. And this is so to say the wow, the simplicity, the not worth mentioning. I mean, I cannot say that I got something and I can show you now and tell you about this. Like as I said before and after, just a story.
Just a story.
No such
Yeah.
thing. So sorry. Like always resonating very much with speakers like Tim Kliss, yeah, mentioning like always this hopelessness. There is no hope. I mean, it's not going anywhere. Like in a beautiful way.
Yeah,
Also,
yeah,
like sharing the stories. I love when they share the stories. Like Tim having really like hard time, uh, so beautifully sharing, and also then when the sense of humor kicks in, there is this humor, like very subtle or obvious, and then you really see like Wendy, I'm fucked.
Elvis has left the building.
yeah. Sort of this split from hope, always clinging or attaching to hope or to the next, to all of a sudden embracement of this hopelessness.
Tim Cleese, when he speaks the hope of the hopeless, is very clear. No? He says that there's no hope, but it's not hopeless, because
Exactly.
Yeah,
hope
yes,
and hopeless is a dual idea, no?
yeah,
Eh,
yeah,
I know it's always the same. The opposites bar playing, and in order to realize that there are no such a thing, no. Even the vulnerability. I've been thinking, what's vulnerability? No? When you are absolutely vulnerable, in the top of vulnerability, being exposed to the top, to be harmed, and the top of pleasure, top, and then at the
Boom.
same, nothing happens at all. That's a wall. That's not sensitivity, not vulnerability. No, doesn't matter. But at the same time, top. No, it's so strange. No words. There are no words. There are no words.
no words,
No words.
not even hopelessness.